I understand. I've been watching you your whole life. I was watching when you were born. I was watching when you took your first step. I watched you on your first day of school. The episode when you lost your first tooth. You can't leave, Truman.
Please, God.
You belong here.
You can do it.
With me. Talk to me. Say something. Say something, goddammit! You're on television! You're live to the whole world!
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah. CC transmission.
Doug, I've been put in charge of a newly formed investigative unit. I want you on the team. Why me? We've got some unique time constraints.
He has been shown a secret.
It's a brand new program. We can look anywhere 4 days in the past.
The government doesn't want you to know.
This is not surveillance. This is the actual past.
Yes.
They found a way to fold space back onto itself. Remember the blackout we had a few years back?
Half the Northeast, you're saying you got
50 million homes?
My bad.
Wow.
This Thanksgiving, the key to stopping a disaster
You think you know what's coming? You don't have a clue.
starts by unraveling the mystery of deja vu.
What if you had to tell someone the most important thing in the world, but you knew they'd never believe you?
I tried.
I got it.
You know you don't have to do this.
What if I already have?
Deja vu. If you think it's just a feeling, go back and look again.
Everything seemed normal as the president's Secret Service bodyguards kept their ever-watchful eyes on the crowd. Everything seemed normal as the president's motorcade began its journey. Everything seemed normal. That is, up until this instant. What took place is so odd that we're going to examine the scene 4 more times. Watch the left side of your screen. The arrow points to Agent in Charge, Emery Roberts, as he stands in the Secret Service follow-up car and motions with his hand. What he is doing is calling away the President's 2 most important bodyguards, the bodyguards whose job was to protect the President's back by riding on the bumper of the limousine throughout the motorcade. Watch again as he stands and orders the agents running at the rear of the President's car away. Watch the confusion inside the follow-up car that results. Now watch the right side of your screen. The arrow points to one of 2 agents whose job was to hop aboard the bumper and act as human shields. He's obviously perplexed. Watch as he shrugs his shoulders 3 times in dismay, each shrug more dramatic than the last. As you watch this scene for the final time, ask yourself, is this the kind of conduct you would expect from an agency that routinely sends an advance team to a city a month or more prior to the President's arrival in order to make preparations? Now ask yourself if the assassination could have taken place at all had those men been on the bumper during the motorcade. This is the rear of the presidential limousine. The back bumper is specially designed with a platform on both the right and left sides. There are also handrails on both sides of the trunk. This is where the agent should have been to provide the President even minimal security. The President, unaware of the treachery behind him and the danger waiting for him ahead, continued on to his death. You are about to see segments from 3 of at least 4 films shot in Dealey Plaza of the assassination. The 4th was confiscated by the FBI and has never been released for public viewing.
This version tracks the limousine and maintains President Kennedy and Governor Conley at center frame. This version is only in slow motion.
I, George Herbert Walker Bush, do solemnly swear.
I, George Herbert Walker Bush, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And will to the best of my ability.
And will to the best of my ability
Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
preserve, protect, and defend